Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. After many requests about asking about my Bluey backpack, I decided to make the full detailed tutorial how I make this backpack. It's going to take a while, maybe even a few days for you to make this backpack, but if you are going to follow all my instructions, I'm sure you are going to get same nice results. That's how the backpack look on the child. My daughter is 6 years old, so the backpack is pretty big. It's not a small backpack. So you will need many different materials, and later I'm going to describe all them. Once you prepare them, you can start. Materials we need. We need yarn. It's loop and threads with snuggle yarn. It's in envelope color. It's just a little of this yarn. Then we need bluebird yarn. This one I used whole skein. It's also loop and thread chenille yarn, bluebird. Also, I used it's Bernard yarn, twilight color. I used the Bernard blanket. I used half of skein, and yellow or daffodil it's called, loops and threads with snuggle light. This one I also used very little. I used acrylic yarn from Loop and Threads Soft Classic in white and in black colors. We also need hooks, 2 hooks, 6 mm and 4 mm. 6 mm I used for chenille yarn and 4 mm I used for acrylic yarn. We need lighters since we work with chenille yarn. Markers, plastic needle, scissors, fiber fill, just a little bit for paws. We need metal sliders, 32 mm on 23. We need metal rectangles, 32 mm on 15. And a bag, small bag lock, 33 mm on 30. You can use the same or you can find the one that you like. There are many different types. I also use this black thread to sew everything, and I use cotton, 100% cotton linen for linen fabric, 85 on 40 centimeters. I use this, it's like t-shirt yarn. I use it as rope for the top of the backpack, near 50 centimeters. And this is small plastic stopper. I also use the felt, it's like 20 on 30 centimeters approximately, to cover the inner side of the backpack cover. You can find felt that is already with glue, so you can just stick it, or you can use also fabric glue like I did. We will start from making upper paws, and we make magic row number 1 magic ring of 6 stitches. Row number 2 we make increasing and repeat it 6 times. We have 12 stitches in this row. Row number 3, we make 1 single crochet increasing and we repeat it 6 times. We have 18 stitches in this row. Row number 4, we make 18 single crochet. We have 18 stitches in this row. Now we take bluebird color yarn, like darker blue. Rows number 5 and 6, we make 18 single crochet, so we have 18 stitches in both rows. Row number 7, we make decreasing 7 single crochet and we repeat it 2 times. We have 16 stitches in this row. We start with decreasing. Now we make 7 single crochets. Now we make decreasing and 7 single crochet left. Row number 8, we make 16 single crochet. We have 16 stitches in this row. We finished the last row and now we need to put stuffing before we close our paw. We are going to have 8 stitches to close this paw. We just fold it together and take 1 stitch from the front and 1 loop from the front and 1 loop from the back, and we close it this way. Once the paw is closed, we cut the yarn and we need to make 2 pieces like this. This is going to be the upper paw, the hands of our backpack. Now we make lower paws and we start row number 1, magic ring of 6. We have 6 stitches in this row. I use acrylic yarn because it's easier to work with. This kind of yarn is difficult to make magic ring, that's why it's easier for me to use simple yarn. Row number 2, we make increasing and we repeat it 6 times. We have 12 stitches in this row. Row number 3, we make 1 single crochet increasing and we repeat it 6 times. We have 18 stitches in this row. Row number 4, we make 2 single crochet increasing and we repeat it 6 times. We have 24 stitches in this row. Row number 5, we make 24 single crochet. We have 24 stitches in this row. Once we finish 5 rows, now we are going to change yarn, the color. We take bird yarn and continue with this yarn. Row number 6, we make 7 single crochet, then we make decreasing, 5 decreasing, and then again 7 single crochet. When we make decreasing, we are going to use only the front loop. This way it's better to avoid holes. So we take only the front loop. 1, we take 1 more and we make decreasing. Since we leave the back loop, they are closing the hole that can be if you use the hole at the both loops. That's why it's better to use only the front loop in when you have many decreasing one by one. So this was our second decreasing. This is third. We have 1, 2, 3 decreasing. We need to make 2 more. 4 and 5. And we have 7 single crochet left until the end of the row. Row number 7, we make 6 single crochet decreasing. 3 times we repeat it and then 7 single crochet. Again, when we make decreasing, we use only the front loop. So we don't have big holes because we make many increasing one by one. So this is our first decreasing. We use only the front loop. This is our second and the third one. This decreasing will help us to create the shape of the toe, because the shape of the lower paws is different than the shape of the upper paws. And we continue till the end. Rows number 8, 9, 10, 11, 16 single crochet, 16 stitches in this row. We made 11 rows now. We are at the back. So we see now we need to make 5 more single crochet before we close the paw. So we close it with the toe to the front, not to the side. So we additionally make 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we can close the paw. We can see that the toe is in the front. We have 8 stitches to close the paw, and before you close it fully, don't forget to add stuffing. Well, we are finished with the lower paw and we need to make 2 same pieces like this. Now we are going to move to our straps. We have longer and shorter straps, and also we have a small handle on the top of the backpack near longer straps. So for shorter straps we need chain with 5 loops, and then we make 6 rows for single crochet, and we need to make 2 the same pieces. Now we need to make longer straps, and they are the same as shorter. We also make chain of 5 loops, and then we need to make 70 rows for single crochet each. The difference is that these straps should be very long. Not to be counting the rows over and over again, I usually put the marker after each 10 rows I do, so then it's easier to count that way. That's how the long strap look like, and you can see that I marked every 10 rows, and we need to make one more like this. Now we will make carrying handle. We start with 18 loops. Row number 1, we make 17 half double crochet. We have 17 stitches in this row. How we make, if you don't know how to make half double crochet, you put the yarn on the hook, then you insert the hook inside the loop, get the other yarn, and then all 3 yarn that you have on your loop you go through. The difference between half double crochet and double crochet is that half double we crochet 3 loops together. Double crochet we crochet 2 loops and then we crochet 2 loops again, so we have like 2 layers. Here we just do half. We finished. Now we are going to the row number 2. We use back loop only and we make slip stitch. Slip stitch, it's like making a chain on the crochet. You use only, you insert the hook, you grab the yarn and you just go through the loop. You don't crochet 2 loops together. And we make the same way until the end of the row. We have 17 slip stitches in this row. Row number 3, 17 single crochet. We have 17 stitches in this row, but in this row we fold our piece together, and before we crochet we take the loop from down from the chain that we made, and the second loop we take front loop from the top where we did slip stitch, and then we crochet them together. Again, we take the loop from the chain, and then we take front loop from the slip stitch that we did before, and we crochet them together. We finish with this piece. That's how it's going to look, and we are going to crochet it in. Now we are going to make the spot or the stomach of the backpack, and we need to make a chain of 17 loops. Row number 1, 16 single crochet. We have 16 stitches in this row. Once we get to the end, we make air loop and turn our crochet. Row number 2, we make increasing, then we have 14 single crochets, and we have one more increasing at the end. We have 18 stitches in this row. Rows number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, we make 18 single crochet. We have 18 stitches in all those rows. That's how it is. We finished all the rows, and for now we put it aside. Let's check all the details that we prepared. We have longer straps, 1 and 2. We need to have 2 of them. Then we have shorter straps. Then we have carrying handle, upper paws, 2 pieces, so-called hands, lower paws, 2 pieces, legs, and the stomach spots or pockets additional. Now we are going to make the bottom of the backpack. We start with a chain of 11 loops. Row number 1, we make 5 increasing in the same loop. Then we make 8 single crochet and we repeat it 2 times. We are going to crochet around this chain. So we make 5 single crochets in the first loop. Then we have 8 single crochet until the other side. Now we go to the last loop. Again we make 5 increasing in the same last loop. And then we turn around and we are going back on the other side of the chain until the end of the row. And we have 26 stitches in this row. Row number 2, we make increasing and we repeat it 5 times. It's like first increasing, we need to mark the beginning of the row. So we repeat it the same time, 2 times from both sides. And we have 36 stitches in this row. This was the last increasing. Now we have 8 single crochet until the end, the other side. Row number 3, we make increasing 1 single crochet, we repeat it 5 times, then we have 8 single crochet and we repeat all this 2 times. So we have all this increasing again from one side where we do bending, and then on the other side. In the middle we do just single crochets. We have 46 stitches in this row. Row number 4, we make 2 single crochet increasing. We repeat it 4 times. Then we have 10 single crochet until the other side. Then we do this 2 single crochet and increasing. We repeat it 4 times, and we will have 12 single crochet left until the end of the row. And we are going to have 54 stitches in this row. Row number 5, 5 single crochet increasing, 7 single crochet increasing, 17 single crochet increasing, 8 single crochet increasing, 13 single crochet. We have 58 stitches in this row. Row number 6, and it's the last row. 5 single crochet increasing, 3 single crochet increasing, 3 single crochet increasing, 19 single crochet increasing, 5 single crochet increasing, 4 single crochet increasing, 13 single crochet. We have 64 stitches in this row. We finish with the bottom, and now before we continue crocheting the side, the height of the backpack, we need to mark where we are going to add the lower straps and lower paw, shorter straps and lower paws. It's very important to put them in the right way with the toes up, so we need to put our crochet with the face down, and we need markers. Also we need shorter straps, and we need to take metal rectangles. Don't forget to add metal rectangles, because once you are going to crochet it in, you won't be able to put them inside. That's why it's very important not to forget them. So we take the middle of our chain, the first chain that we did. We take the middle, we go up, and we go two loops from the middle, and then we count 7. We mark, it's going to be one part where we put the lower paw, and then we do 7 crochet. So this is for one leg, we have 7. Now from the other we have 2 more. We mark, and then we count 7, and we put the marker. It's going to be for paws. Now we need to mark where we are going to put the shorter straps with the metal rectangles. We are going where we have the first loop, we go down, we put the marker, and then we count to the right side, we count 4 loops, and we put the marker. We do the same from the other side. From the last loop of the chain, from the center, we go down, we put the marker, and then to the left we count 4 loops. We marked everything, so now we can continue crocheting. We didn't cut the yarn, we continue with the same yarn we did, unless you want to change the color. So we make 1 single crochet, and we use only back loop, and then we make double crochet. The heights are going to be with double crochet style. We did 1 crochet just to make the erasing knot that like to skip holes. So we go to the strap, we remove the markers. We know that we have 4 loops there. We put the yarn on the hook. Now we go through both. It's very important that you put the hook through both sides, so the rectangle is going to be secured inside. And then on the bottom we use only back loop, and we crochet all them together, and then we do our double crochet. We do the same way we did 1. We need to make 3 more stitches like this. We use only back loop. We use only back loop because we are going to have a beautiful line with front loop that we are leaving, so it's going to be a nice line in the bottom of the backpack. In this way, I don't really like sewing, that's why I prefer to crochet in things if I can, and this way it's very secure and it will keep properly. And even if you are going to use, like children usually use, and they can be pulling and they can be pushing, so this way it's going to keep them pretty good. Once we finish with the strap, we continue crocheting, double crochet until the next marker. The next marker we are going to have is going to be our lower paw. As for the attaching paws, it's very important to attach them with the right side, because we need our toes to be looking up, not down. That's how it is. It looks as if it's supposed to be there, as if it always was there. So we continue few more stitches and we are going to attach our paw. We have 8 stitches on our paw, but here we marked only 7 because one of the stitch I make decreasing, like in the middle. So we take the paw. It's very important that it's looking with the top to us, because that's how the backpack is going to go. It's very important to attach it in the right way. We insert the hook inside the first loop, and again we use only back loop. We crochet them together. This is our first. Then second. We use back loop only on the first row. In the next row we just crochet double crochet, simple double crochet. Once we get to the loop 3 and 4, we crochet, like I crochet the double, and then again I put in 4, but on the bottom I put in the same loop I put it before, and then I do the rest. So one loop I do decreasing, but I do it only on the paw. And we continue the same way. We do the second paw, and then we will get to the at the back to the second short strap. So we do them the same way we did these ones. We finish our first row and we can see that everything is secured and there is a nice line on the bottom like we wanted. And now we just do the same way. We need to make together 16 rows. So we made 1 and now we need to make 15 more. It's all the same 64 single double crochet in each row. We finish all the rows. That's how it looks like now. And we are going to make, we turn our backpack. This is the back. We mark the middle. We need to count 11 to one side and 11 to the other side. So we should have 22 stitches here in the middle. We are going to crochet the cover of the backpack. It's approximately 4 stitches left from each side. We need one more marker in the middle. So these were their markers in the middle. We are going to be adding our longer straps also. So we need from the center, we need to mark 4 where we will add. These 2 is going to be for our handle, carrying handle, and we need to mark 4 for our longer strap, because we are going to crochet them in from this side. Again, I don't like sewing, I prefer crochet, and I think that it's much better and it will keep stronger. So we start from our row number 1. We make 22 single crochet, The cover is going to be in single crochet. It's not double crochet, it's single crochet. And once we get to our marker where we marked for our longest strap, we are going to add it and crochet all them together. So we take our longest strap, any side is fine. We have 4 loops there, so we are going to crochet them together. Once we do 2 stitches, one and the second stitch, we need to add our carrying handle on the top. So we bend it together, we bend it, and we are going to have 2 loops from one side and 2 loops from the other side. So these next 4 stitches, we are going to crochet 3 parts together. We take carrying handle, we take the long strap, and then we take our backpack, and we have these 3 pieces. We all crochet them together. And we need to do one more. This is the last loop for the longer strap for this one, and it's going to be 11th stitch that we counted like it's the middle. So we crochet all them together. And moving to another side. Now we need to take another. This one we just bend it the other side. Again, we have 2 stitches here, and we take another longer strap. We have 4 loops here also. So we add our strap and the backpack by itself. One more with 3 pieces. Yes, we crochet all 3 parts together. Now just longer strap, we have 2 more loops here. One and 2. And now we crochet until the end of this row. That's how it keeps. We can see that everything is secured. It looks nice. All this yarn we are going to hide later, and it attached properly. Once we get to the end, we make air loop and we turn. This was our first row. From row number 2 until row number 14, we need to make the same way 22 single crochet in each rows. Row number 15, we make decreasing, 18 single crochet and then decreasing at the end. We have 20 stitches in this row. Row number 16, 20 single crochet. We have 20 stitches in this row. Row number 17, we make decreasing at the beginning, 16 single crochet, decreasing at the end. We have 18 stitches in this row. Row number 18, we make decreasing, 14 single crochet, decreasing. We have 16 stitches in this row. Row number 19, 16 single crochet. Row number 20, the last row, we make decreasing at the beginning, then we have 14 single crochet, then decreasing, and we have 14 stitches in this row. Now we finished the cover of the backpack, but we are going to make a better line here so it's everything straight. So we are going to make one more additional row crocheting around the top of our backpack. Here we are going to crochet with this yarn and then we continue with the other yarn so they match. We are going to use just single crochet style, and we will be using the holes between rows, the ones that we can get and we can find. Usually it's like between the rows that we were making, we just crocheting. It's going to help our backpack look more neat and will make the shape of the cover much better. We are going to go down to the top of the backpack, and there we are going to change the yarn. Once we get back to the other side, we will change back to this twilight color yarn. We are almost there. These all small yarns we can hide later. So now we cut the yarn and we continue with bluebird yarn. Again we make single crochet style and we use the top of the backpack. And we are doing this way until the other side. Now we finished making our additional row. Now you can see the difference. It looks much better now. So these yarns we will hide later. Now we are going to we need to add to sew the upper paws. So we use the upper paws, we check where we changed the yarn change. That part we put down and we count the same here, and we count 4 rows from the top, and then there we sew them from both sides, 4 rows from the top. I use this chenille yarn to sew. You can use this same yarn, or you can use thread if it's easier for you, because thread, if you sew chenille yarn with thread, it's not noticeable. You can use any color. Also, we are going to add this spot. We are adding it down in the bottom under our cover. There we will have the space for the lock to attach it, and you can sew it all from all sides, like 4 sides rectangle, or you can sew it from 3 sides and leave the top open like I do, making it as additional pocket. Also, I use this same blue yarn to sew it to the backpack. And we need to also sew the straps. We need to remove all the markers now. We don't need them anymore. So we take our metal rectangle slider, the ones where we have the line in the middle. We take our long strap, we put it inside from one side, then we go down from the other side. Now we need to put it through the metal rectangle that we have on the short strap down. And now this small part, we need to put inside through this from both sides. Like we are going inside from this side, and it should go out from the other side. There is no need to put a lot, we just need a short small piece, because that piece we are going to sew it so it keeps, and then it will work the way it's supposed to. And it's coming out from the other side just a little. We need like 1 centimeter to maximum. And then we just use a simple thread to sew it together, these parts. And it will be able to slide up and down, so you can regulate the length of the straps according to the height of the child or adult. I fixed already everything. I have the lock, I sewed the pocket, I have the upper paws, and I also fixed the longer straps at the back. Now we are going to do the face. Let's start from eyes. We use acrylic white yarn and we row number 1 magic ring of 10 stitches. We have 10 stitches in this row. Row number 2 we make increasing and repeat it 10 times. We have 20 single crochet stitches, 20 stitches in this row. Now we are going to put the loop, the last loop in the first. It's the way to change the rows, but in this case the rows are going to be one by one. It's not going to go spiral. So if you want this way and this way is better, we just put the last loop through the first loop and then we continue. So row number 3 we make 1 double crochet, then we make increasing double crochet and we repeat it 10 times. This row is going to be double crochet all row. We have 30 stitches in this row. Row number 4 is very important because we have different styles. We have 3 single crochet, then we have 2 double crochet, and then we have 5 increasing, but increasing hours in double crochet. And then we have the same way until we repeat the same way backward, and it's going to be the half. So we are going to make the oval shape of the eye. And we have 40 stitches in this row. So I make a double crochet increasing, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, the last one, and then the half 2 double crochet and then 3 single crochet. And we repeat it the same way with the other part. That's how the eye is going to look. Now we need to add it some shade or more contrast, so we are going to use the black acrylic yarn to make additional row around. we need 2 eyes, so we take black yarn and we do slip stitch. We use only back loop. It's just to make more contrast and to give the eye better shape. We go all around and we need to make the same with both eyes. We do the same way until the end of the row. Now we need to make the inner side of the eye. Row number 1, magic ring of 10 stitches, and it's the only row for this part. Like we have the eyes, it's a white part with black side, and then we have black small part inside. So this part we are crocheting now. Then we are going to sew all them together. Now we start making the nose. We have 2 parts of the nose. We take yellow yarn and we make chain of 9 loops. Row number 1, we make 4 increasing, 6 single crochet, then we repeat it 2 times. We are crocheting around the chain like we were doing with the base. So we put 4 increasing in the first loop, then we crochet 6 single crochet on the chain, and we make 4 more increasing on the last chain and crochet 6 single crochet back. We have 20 stitches in this row. One increasing, 2, 3 and 4. And now we are left with 6 single crochet till the end on the other side of the chain. Row number 2, we make increasing. We repeat it 3 times. Then we have 7 single crochet and we repeat it twice. I need to put marker. So it was my first increasing. This is second and third. Now I have 7 single crochet on the other side. and 3 more increasing here. First increasing, second and third, and there are 7 single crochet left until the end of the row. Row number 3, we make 1 single crochet, then increasing, 2 single crochet, increasing, 9 single crochet, increasing, 2 single crochet, increasing, 8 single crochet. We have 30 stitches in this row. So we make increasing, then 2 single crochet, and now here we have 9, then increasing, two single crochet, again increasing, and 8 single crochet until the end. Rows number 4 and 5, we have 30 single crochet, so both rows have 30 stitches each. That's how after 5 rows, and this is all. We cut the yarn and we are going to make the black part. So for the second part of the nose we need the black acrylic yarn. We make the chain of 7 loops. Row number 1, 6 single crochet. We have 6 stitches in this row. Once we go to the end of the row, we make ear loop and turn. Row number 2, we make decreasing, 2 single crochet, decreasing. We have 4 stitches in this row. This is second and decreasing, and again we make ear loop and turn. Ear loop and turn. Row number 3, we make 4 single crochet. We have 4 stitches in this row. 3 and 4. We make ear loop and turn. Row number 4, we make decreasing twice. This is first decreasing and this is second. So this part of the nose is in the shape of triangle. We turn. Row number 5, 2 single crochet, and this is the last row. We can leave the little longer end here because we are going to use it to make the mouth shape. That's how it looks. Now let's start making the spot that we have in the middle between eyes. So we need to make chain of 5 loops. We need to make 12 rows, 4 single crochets. Once we get to the end, we make ear loop and we turn. And we repeat it the same way until we have 12 rows. Once we have 12 rows, we are going to make one more additional row around this part. Same as we did with the cover. We are inserting hook between the rows. And we are going around. Once we get to the top, we also make in the loops that we have, and it's going to be a little bit round here. It's because we don't do any additional stitches, just make one for each loop that we have there, and we're going back down to the other side. And it's finished. Now this part is ready also. That's how it is. It's a little bit round on the top. We are going to sew it in the middle. Now we are going to make eyebrows, and for this we need light blue yarn, and we make chain of 5 loops. Row number 1, we make 4 single crochet. It's going to be small pieces, that's all. And we need 2 parts like this. Now let's make ears. We start with twilight yarn. We make a chain of 7 loops. Row number 1, we make 6 single crochet, so we have 6 stitches in this row. Actually, the ears is the same pattern as the nose, just since it's chenille yarn, it's going to be much bigger, and it's the size that we need. And we will need to have 4 parts like this, 2 in yellow and 2 in twilight color. Row number 2, we make decreasing, 2 single crochet, decreasing. We have 4 stitches in this row. So we need to have 4 parts, and then 2 parts we are going to crochet together. Row number 3, 4 single crochet, decrease, 4 single crochet. We have 4 stitches in this row. Once we get to the end of the row, we make ear loop and turn. Row number 4, we make decreasing, and we repeat it twice. We have 2 stitches in this row. Row number 5, 2 single crochet, and the end. So we need to make 2 pieces in twilight and 2 pieces in yellow color. Once we have all the pieces, we take twilight color. On the top we put yellow color, and we are going to crochet them around together using twilight color. We start from the corner, from right down corner. We take the yarn and we are going to make a single crochet style. In the first loop we make increasing. We crochet 2 times in the first loop, and then again between the rows, between the lines where we can see the hole, we are crocheting them together. That's how we create the ear that is with different colors inside and outside. Once we get to the top, we need to make increasing. On both we have two stitches there, 2 loops, so in both we need to make increasing. This is the first one, so we make 1 and 1 more. This is the second. The yarn we put inside, hide it. This is the second. We make 1 and 1 more, and now we are going down to on the other side. And the last loop we need to make increasing again. This is the last loop, and we are going to make increasing, and we need to make 2 parts like this, so we need 2 ears. We are finished with this one, so let's make 1 more. We have all the parts of the face now, so we have ears. So let's start sewing. I will show you how it's going to look with this spot in the middle. Then here we need to put stuffing inside. This is the top of the nose. This yarn will insert inside. Eyes. I sew first the black part inside first and then the rest. Eyebrows, don't forget. And that's how we sew everything together. Let's meet after we finish sewing. I use simple black thread. That's how the face is after sewing everything, and we are left with little. I will leave the link under for the lining, how to make lining for any kind of backpack, and also I will show you how I hide all this yarn in easy way. And for now, let's hide all the ends of the yarn that we have around. On the cover, I will add felt. Now our backpack is finished, and this is the final result. I already made the lining. I left the link under how to do the lining even if you don't have sewing machine. Also, I glued the felt to the cover so we have no extra yarn, and it looks everything neat and perfect. I know that this tutorial is not easy, but if you have any questions or any comments, or you get stuck at some point, please feel free to write me in the comments, or you can write me directly. I'm always open to help and find the solution to the issue that you have. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. It was not easy, it was really difficult. I made it more than a week, but I'll be happy if you give me some support, like, subscribe, and stay for next videos. Thanks for watching. See you in next videos.